Well, guys. Well, just getting the chat going here. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. I'm almost there. Don't mind me. Don't mind me. Almost there. Yeah, I'm getting there. Yeah. Hey, SiriBot. Welcome on through, SiriBot. Great to see ya. Great to see ya. We're just getting the chats up and running so I can talk to you guys. There we go. There. Okay. Yeah. It's been a little bit since I've done this. I think the last time I went live here was on Friday, maybe? I mean, it's been a little while since I've done a whole lot of stuff. So, I mean, well, a whole lot of online stuff anyway. I haven't been doing my daily stuff on Twitter or Blue Sky anymore. I've been slacking. But you know what? That's okay. Sometimes you gotta do that. Boop. Wah! Hey! Who dares? Wow, you're already here and you're lurking already. Time to lurk. Okay. Hi, Scythe. Welcome on through, Bean. Let me get this started here. Oh, wait, hold on. I want to set the timer. I gotta set the timer so it turns off correctly. Hey, Russian. Welcome on through. Let's see here. How do I always forget how to set the timer because it's like a weird thing. Okay, it's there. And then you turn it up. There we go. And you hit go. Good morning. Where are you? I forgot something? Oh, Cheaty. Everything you forget something. But I forget. Huh? I didn't forget nothing. What are you talking about? I didn't forget nothing. Boop. What? You're amazing you have internet out there in the valley? Wow. Where are you right now? I know Megaplex just happened. Are you out in, Yeehaw land out there right now? Guys, I got gifted a whole bunch of coffee and stroopwafels. Yeah, by Darian. Thank you so much for that. They're not here right now. I think they're sleeping. But they gifted it to me this afternoon, which was really nice of them. And it'll be here probably tomorrow. So that'll be really cool. And then I'll have it on the camera. Oh, there it is. Ah, the camera's out. I'll have to figure out why that is later. Yeah, we got another bird just popping on in there. Hello there. Hey, Bean. I see you down there. What are you doing out there today, Russian? I'm not sure if you're still there or not. You may have gotten like that blip of internet and now you're gone. Hey, Caruso. How you doing? How's that bird doing? How that bird? Squish that bird. Oh, that's cool. Out walking a dog in a nearby park. That's pretty cool. I'm not surprised that you have internet out there. I'm not a fan of AT&T, but you know what? AT&T is still pretty good. I think T-Mobile technically used to be one of the worst, but they're actually getting up there now. I almost say it almost seems like Verizon's starting to slack pretty good right now. They got a lot of competition right now. And they're still kind of like one of the more expensive ones too. That just doesn't make any sense. Caruso says, a little exhausted. Been working on my ATV. It took a few hours, but I finally got it going. It's my first time being a mechanic. Hey, that's pretty cool. What was wrong with it? Do you know? No, Verizon used to be like, if you wanted to have a good connection, you would get Verizon. But like AT&T and Sprint and maybe T-Mobile were like the lower cost options at the time, with I believe Sprint being the cheapest. But then Sprint went under. T-Mobile took over Sprint and all their towers. And then AT&T got better. T-Mobile got much better. And then Verizon kind of just started... Just kind of started to stink. Russian says, big old V-shaped valley. And I'm walking the tip. Oh, that's why you have internet. Well, don't fall into the valley. You don't want that. Sai says, I can make lots of sounds. Let me try and make an owl sound. Downloading sound data, dial up router noises. What? Insert of all these screaming noises. Ah! It's Pokecath. P-O-K-E-C-A-T-H. Alan says, I hated dial-up. I didn't think it was too bad until websites started getting heavier, because I was still using dial-up when YouTube started coming around. And of course, having to wait like 10 minutes to watch a 1-minute video wasn't exactly the best. Oh, is that right? Russian says AT&T took Sprint, not T-Mobile. Is that right? I thought it was the other way around. Weird. Huh. I'll have to look into that. I could have swore T-Mobile was the one that got it. Ooh, that hurt. Wow. I know, because I still have an old Sprint phone somewhere. Yeah, but Sprint phones didn't have SIM cards like your phones of the AT&T phones of today. They were AT&T was what is it called? GSM, and Sprint was CDMA, if I remember correctly. Which is funny that Verizon didn't buy them, because Verizon was CDMA, but I think everyone uses SIM cards now. Right? Ever since we made the switch over to 4G, I think every single carrier uses SIM cards. Caruso says, some teens were walking past late last night. They caused trouble at some houses. When they got to mine, they ripped out my ignition switch, keyhole, fuses needed replacing. They poured water in the gas. Jesus, why? They cost 4 hours of work and $35 trouble. Jeez. Calls Burb in the middle of him watching a thing on dial-up. I'd like to say kids are just having fun and stuff like that, but geez, that's kind of like ridiculous. Yeah. Sai says, what's a cat go-to way to say secret to someone? Whiskers. Not whispers. Whiskers, guys, it's been 15 minutes. Has it really already? No, it hasn't. It's been 10. Get out of here. Free Razer phone. Ooh. You got the 40 bucks. Nice. Ignition switch that is only $40. That's amazing. I feel like it'd be more expensive than that, but that's good that it was only a couple hours of work. At least it's like something to do, you know? Not too bad. And you know how to do it, it sounds like. You said it's the first time being a mechanic, but I mean, you did it in 4 hours. That's not too bad. Especially figuring out a way to get the now bad gas out of your Oh, wait, no, I get your message now, Russian. Oh my gosh. Calls Burb in the middle of watching a thing on dial-up. No, it was you had to wait 10 minutes to down like 1 minute of video on YouTube back then, which I don't even think it was like 144p yet. It might have been more like 120p. And it took a whole like 10 minutes just to, and that was back when you could pause it and load the whole video. Nowadays you can only load up, if you've ever noticed, if you have a really bad connection, you can only load up about 30 seconds before it cuts off. But yeah, if you called somebody in the middle of downloading stuff on dial-up, it would kick them off and then ring the phone, and then you'd have to reconnect again and start all over. Hey, buddy. How's it going? Am I interrupting anything? No, I was just watching the best new video, Nuka Nuka Numa, on YouTube, and you interrupted me. I was jamming and everything. Numa Numa, yay. Numa Numa Numa, yay. Come on, guys, sing with me. It was actually $15 for the ignition switch, $10 for the gas, and $10 for the new fuses, and $5 for a reward candy. Nice. Oh yeah, like whenever you're download, I remember that happening when I was downloading a driver for my my graphics card. Which by the way, what was it? I think it was called an ATI 128 or something like that. I can't remember exactly. But I needed a driver for it so I could play 007 Nightfire on my computer with a Pentium 3 or something like that. And an AGP graphics slot. And I was like, I'm going to download it on the internet. So I booted up my dial-up internet called People PC, signed in, and started downloading. And it was a 16 megabyte file. I think it took a good like hour to get to 15 megabytes, and then for some reason People PC kicked me offline. I was like, what the heck was that? So I dialed back in, started to download over again, and then about when it got to about 10 megabytes in, someone called. I was like, come on. We're gonna get this file. And we didn't have like download managers back then, so it was just like Internet Explorer 6 or whatever it was we had back then, and then you would just download, and if it got interrupted you had to start from the start again. Hey Welsh, welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? Alapex says, or load almost everything and then, oh, I did read that. Caruso says, Cheaty, get off the internet. I need to use the phone. But Mom, off the phone now. Hey, welcome back, Russian. Caruso says, Netscape was my first ever web browser before Yahoo search. I think I think my first computer, which was that Pentium, like my first computer that I could actually use, because people kept giving me their old computers, but back then I was like 7 years old, so I didn't know right from wrong on how to fix it. So my mom bought me one, I think in 2000 no, this was 1998, I think. And we had AOL, we had Bomberman, we had a nice desk, Altet Lansing speakers, a nice HP printer, a whole dedicated scanner, which we never used, but we did use it to scan our hand once. That was kind of cool. And then I think it broke. We did not use that scanner very much. But I think my first introduction was AOL's built-in browser, whatever that was. You got mail. Ah! Water! Sai says, when I was playing Resident Evil 4 Remastered on the PSVR 2, the final boss, Osmond Sadler, killed me with basically nothing. I just saw an arrow go past my head and you died screamed. F you, Sadler. My goodness, such words. Such strong words. Scythe. Wow. Wowie. Hey, where are we at? Caruso says, how you been, Cheaty? I'm doing much better now. A nice, well, not necessarily relaxing weekend. There was quite a lot of running around, zooming around, fixing things, preparing food, eating food over the weekend. Monday, what was it, Monday? No, it was Tuesday. We kind of took that as our actual day off. Smiley still worked, but I took that as an actual day off from just zipping all over the place. Like, yeah, hanging out with family is a lot of fun, but it can also be exhausting. Russian says, don't remember the exact model I had back in Russia, but it started with a compact when it was stateside. Caruso says, I forgot the meat again. Oh, that's fine. Probably in 2 weeks from now. We were trying to do it before, but I overloaded myself, so I had to stop for a little bit. But we do have meetups that will be happening later in the afternoon for U.S. residents, which will be around 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. If you're interested in checking those out, that'll be on Wednesdays and Fridays, but that won't be until about 2 weeks from now. 1 or 2 weeks. I haven't decided yet. Did you know that the Spacebird Federation is now at 1,000 users or members? That is wild. Slice says, and there's not even arrows in Resident Evil 4 Remastered. Hopefully it lands on my week off, which starts in 2 weeks. Nice. Caruso, you're from the United States, right? Would you say that, or are you not from the United States? I'm actually not sure. I thought you were. Oh, you're Canadian, that's right. Well, that means that your time zone should be kind of the same. Would you say that 6 or 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time would work better for you? I think 7 would be 7 or 8 is probably the better time spot for both of us. Been trying to figure out exactly where to do it, because doing it at 8, if I do a 2-hour meetup, then there is usually people who want to stay past the 2-hour mark, and then it's like, okay, well, now it's going into 11 o'clock at night, and I'm like, I want to go to bed now. Yeah. Caruso says, yeah, that seems good. I'm usually finished my day and then do whatever in my evenings and nights. Alapex says, sleep is for the weak. Well, I guess I'm weak. I like my sleep. If I don't get my sleep, I get kind of grumpy. I turn into a little butthead. I turn into a little pain in the neck. I start nibbling ankles if I don't get my sleep. And like, not in a fun way. Cheetie, get back up there. There you go. What about you guys? If you don't get sleep, do you have trouble doing things the next day? That almost happened to me today, but I was able to scarf down enough coffee to get myself through the day today. Hey, there you go. Uh-oh. Scythe, looks like you need to buy some more Pokeballs with virtual currency. Check underneath the video player. Underneath the video player to the left, you should see the Pokemon community system, and you should be able to buy some virtual you should be able to buy some Pokeballs with virtual currency. Evenings are my dog time, so I'm not usually available on the evenings for internet socials. No, I totally understand that. Which is kind of why I've been doing like morning time streams and then also afternoon time streams to try and, or at least that's what I was trying to do. I may have to rethink that. Or at least limit myself to like 2 hours specifically. I was doing a little too much all at once. Tank Destroyer! Pokecatch Ultra Ball! So you got used to operating with very little sleep with no ill effects. I don't know if that's the best thing, but I know for a fact that I definitely function a lot better with a proper amount of sleep. So I definitely try to do that. Hey, let's get a card. Let's see. What is the card going to say today? Oh no, you can usually just type Pokecatch, but when you do that, it just throws a regular Pokeball. Caruso says, I'm a lazy bird. I sleep and nap a lot when I get too much free time. Alapex says anything more than 6 hours and I am shot the next day. Really? Uh-oh, somebody's going to sleep over there. You're lurking. See you soon. Alright guys, here's a question from the cards. What do you fear the most? Spiders, snakes, sharks, heights, or something else? What do you fear most? Hey, congratulations there, Welsh. Great work. Caruso says, I'm afraid of heights. I think I'm afraid of heights if I feel like there's something that I should be afraid to be up that high. Like, if I walk myself up a ladder, like a really tall ladder, but I know that the footing of it is really good, I'm usually pretty okay. But if the footing of the ladder feels a little how you doing, and then I get up like a couple steps and then I feel it shift, I'm like, nope, not doing that. Nope, not doing that. Which has happened before. Almost every single year I have to get up on the ladder. That might be the my problem later. Russian says, but I'm a mess if I don't get my sleep. Heck yeah. No, that's what I mean. Like, if I don't get my sleep, I'm miserable. And not like I'm miserable, but everyone else is miserable if they're around me, because I am not a happy camper, and people can just feel that, or like, oh, he's not feeling it today. Caruso says, I blame my brother. Oh. Ah. What in the heck was that? What the heck? Welcome back, Scythe. Halopex says, spiders. I'm working on not being scared of them, but now I live in a place where I keep finding brown recluses in the house. Oh, that's not fun. Those are not good spiders to have around. Slice says, the future or death. Yeah, those are some pretty things to be scared of, for sure. I'm personally not looking forward to the future at the moment, but I am in a pretty good spot right now, so I'm just kind of hoping things kind of just go smoothly for all of us over here. I'm not afraid of death right now. I'm feeling pretty okay. I mean, I'm taking care of myself right now, actually. I'm on the treadmill, making sure my heart's all in good shape. And I'm here sharing it with you guys. That's awesome. I get that squeeze in my tummy and my legs get weak when I get too close to an edge and see how high I am. My mom took me up to the top of one of the buildings here in our city, our very tall skyscrapers that we have. And you can crawl on top of one of the edges and look straight down, and you're literally like 80 levels up in the sky. And I was like, ooh, that's kind of cool. That was when I was a kid and probably didn't understand that was dangerous. If I were to do that now, I probably wouldn't feel too good, though. Now, Russian, on the other hand, I don't think they necessarily have any fear of heights. They've shown me some of these videos of things that they want to do. Maybe at some point. The flight suit thing. Sail. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah. Crazy stuff. Oh, come on, we're almost there. How much more we gotta go? How much more we gotta go? 3 more minutes. Yeah. But yeah, so far, I have had a couple times where I've come across, I think they were brown recluse spiders, or maybe they were called wolf spiders. But I was in this one house where they came up to me one time, like the spider came up to me, raised his front legs in the air, and started chasing me. I'm like, oh, heck no. I do not think so. That spider did not make it outside, I'll tell you that much. But a jumping spider, the little daddy long legs. There are some like really fat ones over here. I don't know what they're called, but they take really good care of the flies outside. So they're pretty cool. Jumping spiders are absolutely adorable though. If you ever get a chance to look at their face, they're just so cute. As I says, because who knows how bad the future is with all the new future generations and future generations of brain rot. But right now, I'm trying not to think about that because that's going to happen. You know. No. It tried to attack me. I put my level on there. If it tries to attack me, I gotta attack back. But if it doesn't attack me, heck yeah, it can stay around. Daddy long legs, jumping spiders. If they're on the walls, they can see there because they're doing their job. They're paying their rent. But if a spider rears its front legs at me and starts chasing me around the room, sorry, bud, that ain't happening. Oh, and he's got like these noticeable fangs. Yeah, no, thank you. I don't think so. One more minute. Almost done. But yeah, we got ourselves some more coffee on the way. 24 K-cups of coffee, of cappuccino on the way. And then 8 more stroopwafels. I can't wait for them to get here. And make coffee and stroopwafels. Deliciousness. Hey Creeper, welcome on through, Bean. How you doing today? I'm just waiting for this thing to stop so I can put this machine away. There it goes. Heck yeah, that sounds awesome. And it has stopped. Whew. Alright, give me just a moment as I put all this away. Let me hide Cheetie down here. There we go. Why are you no longer a pony? I'm not sure. You might be able to switch it back. If I remember correctly, you were messing with it last time. There we go. It could be because you're on your phone. You might actually be underneath like a different account over there. Russian says, back. Stumbled across a football training session and got a look from the coach. Didn't feel like getting recruited to do the duck walk up the hill, so had to scurry out of there. How rude. How rude. Don't want to do that. It's my day off. Come on. Or it's my time off anyway, not my day off. I don't think, Russian says, he was eyeing me for it too. You look like you could use the exercise kind of look. It's like, nope, I don't think so. As you scurry off with the Fred Flintstone noise in your foot. I'm gonna hydrate, and you guys should too. Oh. I see another bean down there. I'm not gonna say anything about it though. Yeah. For you, I would say maybe you don't need to hydrate as much because you're sitting down. But for some of us, we are being a little active, and having that hydration check is very important. Yeah. So, I have been getting better with the whole burnout thing. I think, to be perfectly honest, it's more or less kind of over already. It's only been a week and a half, I think, now. Maybe 2 weeks. Kind of like interacting with family and stuff, even though it was exhausting to do that, I think was something I kind of just needed. I needed, like, real people. Not to say that you guys are fake or anything like that, but I think I don't know how to say that without sounding rude. I apologize. But I needed to hear people laugh. And that was good. Mr. Catsby says, Cheaty says, or no, Cheaty, you are silly. I am a silly bean. Let me reset this headset here. There we go, that's better. Russian says, looks at the green tinted water in the river. If you insist, I suppose I could hydrate. But I'd rather not. As much as I trust Northeastern Ohio School District, I think that is, I'll pass if you don't mind. I like not drinking green water, unless it's St. Patty's Day and I put a little bit of what the heck, Cynic, hey, Cynic, what are you doing? Cynic, look what you're doing. Cynic, look at this, you're blowing up my whole field. How could you? All my viewers exploded it. Hi, Cynic. Welcome on through. Thanks so much for raiding. Greatly appreciated. Welcome on through, Raiders, if you're there. Glad to see ya.
Thanks for the raid, Cynic 1254, and welcome you three lovely people.
Yeah, good job, Cheaty. Good job, CheetoBot. See, CheetoBot's getting his oil today. He's gonna get his little oil drink today. Hi, Inner Shadows. Welcome on through. Oh, is that a little watermelon? What is that? What is that little character? Never seen that before. Huh? What is that? Huh? Yeah. How was your stream today, Cynic? What were you streaming today? Were you streaming Resonite? Maybe some Donkey Kong? Maybe a little... Oh, look at that. It is... Oh, it's a little strawberry. That's adorable. Creeper says, if I ever raid, it'll be just me and my mod, Keck. Nice, that'd be fine. Sometimes people come through here and raid with one person. I appreciate them all. Or not one person, but themselves, really. But it's like a really cool way to like you know how people like self-advertise in the chat sometimes, like, hey, I'm streaming over here, you know. But it's like a really good way, for me anyway, it's a really good way to like advertise yourself, like, hey, I stream and I'm cool, right? So yeah, hop on in. It doesn't matter how many. Some streamers don't like people streaming with one person and then coming through, because there's a tactic to do that too. Like, somebody actually goes live on purpose just to raid with one person. That's a tactic that happens sometimes, but you don't normally see that until you get like a kind of big, and then the streamer has to disable it. But over here, I don't care. Hey, Chindalak, welcome on through. How you doing today? Hi. Creeper says, yeah, he'll be confused. He still doesn't know I'm a fur. Hey, don't get yourself in trouble if you don't need to, you know? I understand, though. Cynic says, blah, hello. Had to do some things. That's totally cool. What did you stream today, Cynic? I am curious. Russian says, okay, I gotta run off. I'm watching the battery drawing on my phone deplete too much, so I'll catch you around. All right, have yourself a good one, Russian. Thanks so much for stopping on in. See you again soon. Yes, all the support. Oh, what cutie birds. Look at these things. That's adorable. Hi, Bree. Hi, Bree. How you doing? Look at all those pretty birds. Look at all those pretty flags. Yeah. Cynic says, because I'm going to be playing Silksong for the foreseeable future. How you doing today, Bree? It was a lovely day today. It was nice and well. It was pretty warm for what I'm thinking is starting to be fall now, but it's still pretty warm out there. Bunny bouncing, yeah, that's good. I'm kind of bouncing too. I'm on a little bouncy ball right now. Cynic says, I played Resonite today. Nice. Did you hang out with anyone today, or did you just experiment with the coding and stuff? I know you're a bit of a coder yourself. Look, guys, the birds are sleeping. They're still chirping over there, though. Oh, Mayo's being a butthead. Russian says, now that mandatory family time is out. Are you hopping on your computer now? Oh, guys, I don't have the camera on right now for whatever reason. It's not turning on at the moment, but I do have a microwave now. Yeah, so now I can finally have those microwave little snacks. I haven't made a thing for it yet, but you can definitely do that. Those little snacks only take a minute to warm up, and then you just gobble them up. Nom, 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 nom. Delicious. Yeah, Inner Shadow says, make all the snackies. Yeah, if the camera was working, you could see the little shelf that I have, that is just full of treats that people have sent me over the past 2 months. I have no way of saying thank you in such a awesome way. Oh my gosh, I have M&Ms, I have stroopwafels, I have SpaghettiOs, I have what's called completes, which are the little like snack trays of food, like chicken Alfredo noodles and stuff like that, which is really cool. I've also got regular coffee. I've got cappuccino coffee. What else do I got? I think that's it. But like that, and cookies. I got cookies of all kinds. And that's just all stuff that people have sent me via Throne. And I'm just like ecstatic because I never thought people would send me things, to be perfectly honest. I thought that would just sit there and not do anything. I'm like, I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. But now I have an entire shelf full of treats. I'm so happy. The first thing was cookies. Oh, no. Caruso came through and bought me a, which was like the very first thing that was on there. I was like, I needed a USB hub for the cameras, which is right now not working all that well right there, but I'll fix it. But it was for the camera so that the birds could be seen and other things could be seen too. And then I was like, oh, maybe I should put some stuff on here. So I kind of like put a few different things. Oh, I got sparkling water too. So that's another thing. I got sparkling water, and then I also got caffeinated water, which Smiley is a fan of. That's too funny. I love that. I recently saw this one guy. He's been coming up on my feed on YouTube Shorts a lot. His name is Burley Burr. Is that his name, or is it Barley Burr? I forget. I don't know him personally just yet. But he's really cool. He face cams, cooks food on stream, and just talks with the chat. basically what I do, except with a real life face and stuff, and a kitchen instead of a VR space. I think that's really cool. I'm really happy for him because like he's actually streamed enough that he's made money from streaming as well, not just like getting snacks and stuff, but he's also getting like money from streaming. And he's like, dude, like I had a plan for like the next 10 years to live at this apartment that he was in, or that he was in. And he's like, it's been like 3 years, and I've got such a money flow from you guys that I'm actually able to move out in 3 years rather than 10 years. And he's like, the poor guy, he started crying on stream. I'm like, oh my god, I feel for you, dude. That's awesome, dude. Like he has so much support. It's really cool to see. So I've been watching that guy recently, just watching him. I'm not really commenting too much. I'm just watching him grow. It's really cool. Creeper says, I don't have a following to have a throne. I highly doubt throne will let people buy. No. Basically, what I find is that if you can get it on Amazon and it's shipped by Amazon, it's completely safe to do. So you'll notice like it's like maybe somewhere it'll say it's fulfilled by or shipped by Amazon on items that you look at. So like there's two options. It says sold by and then shipped by. So what companies will sometimes do is they'll send their product to Amazon for them to ship it so that they can have it on their store shelves and stuff like that, and then they can ship it really, really fast, like in 2 days or maybe even the same day sometimes, which does happen over here. If you get it shipped by Amazon, no one knows where you live at all. So it's completely safe to do, which is unfortunately something we have to do in this day and age, but it's completely safe to do that way. Creeper says, you'd be surprised what you can get on Amazon. Yeah, but if you buy certain things that are like really wacky and out there that may or may not should be on Amazon, then sometimes you get like the sold by a whole bunch of numbers and letters and then shipped by a whole bunch of numbers and letters, and that means that somebody out there does have your shipping information other than a company. And that means that somebody could go, hey, I want you to ship that back to Amazon so I can get my money back. Like somebody buys it for you and then asks for it to be returned. And to do that, they have to give the person the shipping address that they were originally going to send it to. And that's how they get your address. So you have to be looking out for that. Or something like that. I don't know. I read about it somewhere. So I'm being really careful with it. I don't want to like get in trouble or something. I mean, get in trouble by getting cookies on the internet, you know? That little bird's up to something. What are you doing over there? Huh? Hi, Taco. Hi, Taco. What are you doing, bird? Huh? What are you doing? But yeah, if you have it shipped by Amazon or shipped and sold by Amazon, then you have nothing to worry about. Because if they return it, it goes just straight back to Amazon. I think I'm getting a little hungry. What time is it now? All right. Well, I think what we'll do here is we'll stream for another 5 minutes, and then I'll send you guys off to somebody else. How's that sound? Yeah, I know. Honey, I'm home. Say hello to my little friend. Let's see. Let's pull up a card here real quick and see if we can come up with something. All right, how about this? This goes out to all of you. What do you like most about your favorite season? Whether it be spring, fall, the summer, or winter. What's your favorite thing about your favorite season? I'm kind of torn between spring and fall. The changing of the seasons I really like because it gets cool enough, but not cold or too hot, so that I can wear scarves. I really like to wear scarves. And I also like to wear a lot more clothes, but I also don't like to wear like a big bulky jacket that covers all the clothes I'm wearing when I'm outside. I like to look fancy, you know. I know that might sound a little funky. I don't care. I like to be fancy. It's fun. I like my scarves. I like my hats. I like my gloves. Nova Viper says, "Oh no, it's a fish consumer. I'm a consumer shopper. I shop for fish, and then also sometimes eat them." Gobble 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 gobble. How you doing, Nova? Great to see you. How's a Dwagon streamer? You know, it's so hard to say that. Or, you know, you go into like baby mode whenever you say that first one, that Dwagon, and then you try to say streamer afterwards, and you want to say Stweema. Dwagon Stweema. Nova Viper says, "I don't know. I'm either half asleep or half awake." Well, what if you drink some tea or coffee? Probably tea. What? Who's doing that? Somebody's being grumpy over there, but nobody's doing anything. That's so weird. I'm going to look away again. They're going to do it again. Oh, or not. Yeah, that sounds pretty cool, doesn't it? Nova! I don't know if I ever told you, I was like trying to get a microwave in here for like the longest time. And somebody just gifted me a microwave. Like not from Throne or anything like that. A family member was like, "Hey, I heard you needed a microwave, so here it is." So they gave me this little itty bitty microwave, and it's so cute. It's so cute. It makes the most adorable little beeping noises too. Like it even has a timer on it, right? But whenever you use the timer, it just kind of goes beep. It's like, that's the timer. It just goes beep. Also gonna find out what the sugar-free monster does to my blood sugar. There's a couple. Excuse me. There's a couple different sugar-free versions of all drinks out there. So you might be lucky with some other ones rather than some of them. Like some of them use aspartame, some of them use stevia, some of them use what is it called? Glucose? I think that's an actual sugar, but like a derivative of it, which might also mess with your blood sugar. You like the white ones? Ah, I see. The ones that kind of taste like Smarties, I think, if I remember correctly. The crazy ones. Alright guys, we got 2 more minutes before we go. And it's also been 15 minutes. You know what that means. You know what that means. Fish! No, I'm just kidding. It's time for a drink of water. kind of a bit of a citrus. I gotcha. Yeah. Hi, Inner Shadows. You just sipping your little strawberry drink there, making sure you're staying hydrated and full of strawberry. A strawberry volley. That sounds adorable. A straw volley. There was a ship that just went by. Wow, he went fast. You see that? Did anybody get that license plate on that guy? Wow. Wow. What? Me? Nuh-uh. You're adorable. I'm not a door. You're a door. A cute door. Yeah. That's right. I called you out. That's right. I called you out. You're going to call me out. I'm going to call you out. Yeah, you're adorable. Oh yeah? Oh yeah, come fight me. I bet you're like tiny. Small even. I'm pretty small. I'm 2 foot 2 2 inches or 0.66 centimeters tall. But you know, I'll show you. I might be short, but I can still put up some dukes. I can still put up some dukes. I might be a Cheeto volley, but I can still be. Everybody's been getting at me recently for being short. I don't know what it is. Everyone's doing it. It's like, ha, you're short. I was trying to throw a ball, or like a sticky ball thing in VR at like a target. I wanted to get it stuck on the target, but I could not reach the ball, first of all, because it was on top of a table. And then I finally got the ball, and then I brought it over to the thing, and I couldn't throw it far enough to hit the target. Small is good. See, Inner Shadows got it. Yeah. We're pocket size. We go in pockets. But we can still nibble. Yeah. We can still nibble ankles. We can still gobble up our fish. Heck yeah. Yeah. Inner Shadows, do you gobble up fish too? You're in a volley. You gobble up fish? Tasty, tasty trout, salmon, tuna. Yummy. Oh my gosh, I should never have done that to you. I thought it would be funny, and now you're just like, he needs uppies before he can do his things. Let's see, what is this one? I can't see what that one is. Here, let's see, I can hover over it though. Inner says, throw. Delicious. I think you can type exclamation point fish in the chat, if I remember correctly, or is it a button underneath the video player that you can press to make a fish appear and feed me a fish? Or you can cast exclamation point cast in the chat. Uh-oh. You need to cast first. Exclamation point cast. Get yourself a fish. Creeper says NAA mini revolvers are a volley size. That's why we have like 3 of those. I think we have a 22 short, a 22 long, and a 22 mag. The 22 mag keeps falling apart though. We're not happy with that one. What do you got? Oh no! A sea urchin. We can't eat that. That'll hurt. We can't eat that. Do it again. Cast again. We need to catch more fish. I may have to leave shortly. I know I already said I would leave in 5 minutes, and now it's been like 15. That's how it goes over here. But I want to fish. Yeah. Nova says, it's a trap. I will eat all your fish. Aha, but that's been the plan all along. I plan to put this whole entire stream together just so you guys can feed me fish. Aw, that's awesome, Inner Shadows. There's a 1 minute timeout for casting. Oh no, you're fine, Russian. It's totally fine. I'm just messing around. No, it's definitely hilarious. I think it's hilarious because I'm short and I do get picked on sometimes, but I think it's funny because in real life I'm not short, but I do like to play the short character because I don't know, it's nice to look up than it is to look down. You know, there's a lot of looking down in real life, but it's like, you know what, I'll look up for a little bit because Cheaty looks up to all his friends. Well, mostly because he's short, but you know, for other reasons too. Okay. I'm debating. I mean, it's 7 o'clock, so if I have a coffee right now, I'm not going to sleep anytime soon. And I'd like to get to bed at a decent hour today. I do actually. Nova says Cheeto bites my ankles a lot. I do. Especially when you're around and you're just standing there, like not knowing what to do, and I just go over there and nibble your ankles. Dragon ankles. Yummy. You'll think next time about not giving me those fish. Those fish are for me. When I'm around, fish are for me. What's up? Henlord says, are you sure? Yes, I am sure. I nibble dragon ankles. Are you a dragon? I don't think so. You're a Henlord. Nope, a yinglet. Well, you're an ankle biter too. What do you mean? You got like the perfect set of teeth just for that. You got that little sharp tooth in the front. I don't know, it's 3.5 hours, and I'm gonna get to have dinner. Nice. Russian says, I did a sushi class while on the cruise. Got a certificate and everything for it, so I put it next to my diplomas and sent it to my one friend that has been professionally trained in Japan. Which I'm sure it took a lot more than just a couple days to do that. Yeah. Guys, it's about 7:13. I think I'm gonna close up shop. Maybe go and start making a little bit of dinner with Smiley downstairs really quick. We're gonna have some broth and some noodles, or maybe some rice. We haven't figured it out yet. We're just gonna make some broth really quick and see what we can do with it. So we have like all kinds of like stuff to make broth downstairs. Oh my gosh, he is destroying that bell right now. Russian says, and he's essentially a black belt in sushi making. And I said, I'm certified. I don't see what all the fuss is about. Oh my god. Oh, you goober. Oh, we do have sausages downstairs. They were on sale for like a ridiculous price, and we bought like almost all of them yesterday. They're normally like $6 up like for 6 of them, for like $1 a brat. But like they were a pack of 6 was like $1.20 for some reason, and we just bought like six packages of them. So like now we have like a ridiculous amount of sausages. Russian says he let out a massive sigh. It was great. Nice. Oh, I'm yawning a lot. Wow. I guess I tuckered myself out. Going for that walk at the end of the day instead of in the morning. Alrighty, guys. Let me see who I can find it to send you guys on over to. Let's see here. Who do we have? Twitch.tv. See, I knew Decoy still streamed. Oh. Hey, I think it'd be kind of cool to there's a person playing Repo right now. They're a relatively new friend of mine. Their name is Karani the Avali. You too, Russian. Have a wonderful rest of your night. Thank you so much for stopping in today. It was really cool to see you. But let's see about Karani here.
Yes, I see.
Yeah.
Wow.
They're in Avali too, just like me. So if you guys are into collecting Avali streamers, this will definitely help you gain one today. They're a relatively new person in the Avali community, so I do hope that you guys get to say hi to them. But I'm going to put you over here with a raid space their person's name and enter. There we go. And then for the YouTube chat, I'm going to give the actual link. If you guys are interested in hopping on over, I think there's a couple people over there right now. So if you're interested in hopping on over, you definitely can. But it is on Twitch, unfortunately, not YouTube. So you do have to switch platforms for this. But if you guys go on over there, don't forget to say Cheaty Raid in the chat. Or just say hi. I'd rather you just say hi, to be perfectly honest. I love it when my viewers say hi to the new streamer. But until next time, everyone, I hope you guys have a fantastic one. This is How Cheaty Bird signing off for the rest of the day. I hope you guys have a fantastic one. Until next time, this is How Cheaty Bird signing off. Bye-bye. See you guys. Say hi to Karani. Oh, I had to hit the raid button first. I'm a professional, guys. Don't worry. It's been 15 minutes. Oh my gosh. Ah!